Hey y'all, come along today while we shorten the shaft on a standard length Motorguide XI3 trolling motor. We're going to turn this into a 36-inch, which is more suitable for a kayak. In addition to the tools, it helps to have a pipe. This one is PVC, you could also use metal, but we're going to use it to protect the wiring of the trolling motor when we saw through the shaft. To start with, we need to remove the cover plate from the control head. There it goes. Voila. Okay, here we see the inside with our red, white, and black wires. This over here is your Pinpoint GPS. We're not going to mess with that today, but we will have to shorten these wires. Pinpoint GPS runs through the curly cord, so when we take this head off, we'll just have to disconnect the wires. What I would do is take my iPhone and look at how they've paired them to connect them and how they've twisted them to stow them. So we see red goes to red and black goes to white. When we put it back together, we want to put it together the same way. Next step is there's a large Phillips head screw that holds the control head to the shaft. And there's a nut on the other side that's captive inside the plastic case. We don't want to lose that nut, so I'm holding it with my finger until I can pull the screw out. There it comes. Voila. Now we get our screw. I'm just going to put the nylock nut back on it so we don't lose it. Put it in the kayak cup holder. Since this shaft is 54 inches and we want to reduce it to 36, the difference is 18 inches. You could measure 36 from the motor base, but it's easier, I think, just to come out here and measure 18. Find my mark, put the tape over the center of it, and around. I'm just going to use the painter's tape so I have a clear mark that's easier to see, and it also controls some of the cutting while we cut it. And go 18, 18. Have to bring it out. There's 18. Here's 18. Here's 18. Let's double check. This one is good 18. Now we'll use our pipe, PVC pipe, to protect our wiring. Get it in past there. So we want to be right on there. And using the blade itself as a guide to keep this cut going straight. Just go around the tape. How are we doing? Yeah, will they line up? Yes, they do. I'll talk to you soon. Feels like I did my PVC pipe there, so let's go over here. About there. Hopefully it did. I was hoping it would pull the cable back out and not just push it all the way down. But see, now we've saved our cable from any damage due to the saw technique. The cut edge is square and flat, so I didn't screw up on that. And you see where, as the pipe was kind of moving up and down, I nicked it a few places, but it paid the price with the saw blade, not our wires, and that was the whole purpose. There we go. Now I'll take a file or sandpaper and sand this rough edge down. Just kind of deburring it. When reinstalling the head, the propeller and the curly cord are on the same side. And then we can mark the hole to drill. Now I need a 1/4 inch drill bit for the 1/4 inch fastener that secures it. Line this up, lined up with the motor. I'm just going to make a mark. Going from the other sides. It's a little bit of a tight fit. How am I doing it? I should be coming into the other side now. There we go. So, nylock nut on this side, 1/4 inch through bolt on this side. The head's on. Let's lower it. There it goes. Let's put the motor forward on the keel. So we've reinstalled the connectors in the original order, just shorter length now for the shorter shaft. We've reconnected the Pinpoint GPS connector that comes up through the curly cable. We've put the cover back on. and trapped the curly cable in there. Now we just have to put 5 screws on. That's tight. This one's tight. We've completed the project. Now we have a 36-inch shaft on our Motorguide trolling motor. It was a little bit of a project, but patience and time, we got it done. We'd like to thank you for watching, and if you would, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Thanks again.